From the stable of Biscon Communications, producers of the Bisiolatila Show, Nigeria's #1 general interest magazine show, comes BOS International Magazine. With BOS International Magazine, you can now enjoy the best of two worlds with Biscon Communications, the emerging media conglomerate. BOS International Magazine keeps you constantly in touch with events on the social scene as they happen, global news, politics, sports, special interviews, fashion and style, and essential tips about life and living. BOS International Magazine is a complete package of entertainment and education at your doorsteps. Ask your vendor for a copy today. We welcome distributors across the country.
To begin this report by expressing how exceedingly gratifying it feels to know that the population of those who watch the Bisiolatila Show, BOS in Europe and other parts of the world, is increasing in leaps and bounds, and this cuts across all classes of Nigerians in the diaspora. This much was at play recently when our chief correspondent Bisiolatila was on a quick working visit to Cambridge, London and Aberdeen in Scotland, all in Europe. One general point that resonated resoundingly in all the comments made by most of these fans of the Bisiolatila Show, which they claim has endeared the program to them abidingly, is our ability to give viewers what they seem to need and not necessarily what we can easily reach. With that at the back of our minds, and true to our tradition of always serving as the eyes and ears of our viewers to give them detailed and accurate information about any new place of interest we come across in the course of our duty, which has helped scores of our viewers to make informed choices about either choosing such places as a destination for business, leisure, or indeed permanent residence. Our focus in this edition of the program is on Aberdeen in Scotland, a truly cosmopolitan city that offers a great range of stately architecture and sparkling granite buildings steeped in the legacy of a rich heritage and tradition, complemented by contemporary structures. Aberdeen's proximity to some of the most awe-inspiring countryside and coastline sets it apart from other international cities as one of the few major cities with a beach. Aberdeen City and Shire holds such an attraction for many for a diversity of reasons. Aberdeen's vibrant business community means that the entrepreneurial spirit is alive and flourishing. Aberdeen is a powerhouse of expertise and knowledge, generating numerous innovation and entrepreneurs, particularly in the oil and gas industry, engineering and software development, oil drilling and renewable energy technologies. With a worldwide reputation and great economic wealth from the success of the oil and gas industry, Aberdeen has the greatest concentration of subsea engineering and operational expertise in the world. Aberdeen's remarkable energy story began when oil was found in the North Sea in 1969. The discovery of oil in the North Sea changed the economy of the United Kingdom forever. This broke the dependence on the OPEC countries, which had previously pushed up the cost of oil. Since then, Aberdeen has grown to service the oil and gas sector, and it first became the oil capital and now the energy capital of Europe. Today, businesses in Aberdeen are being stimulated to apply their oil and gas expertise to diversify into renewable energy, to spearhead UK's international drive to secure business in the new energy future. Aberdeen is regarded as the #1 place for quality of life and the United Kingdom's happiest city, and Aberdeenshire as the best place to live in Scotland. In terms of living standards, using the employment, earnings, health, housing, crime and the weather index as benchmarks, Aberdeen is clearly ahead in Europe with employment rates of 81.4% above average earnings, a low crime rate and one of Scotland's highest life expectancies. Aberdeen City and Shire has also earned a reputation as a centre of excellence in top-flight education. With such a thriving student population, Aberdeen is vibrant and energetic, with a vast range of recreational and sporting facilities. Aberdeen City and Shire has been voted by students as one of the best places to study in the United Kingdom. No wonder Aberdeen City and Shire has become a magnet for students and other visitors. Aberdeen can be accessed by road, rail and air. By air, Aberdeen can be reached through the international airport not too far from the city centre, with flights coming in daily to the city from over 40 destinations. Aberdeen's excellent road and rail connections from Edinburgh, the capital of Scotland, and Glasgow, Dundee, Birmingham and Manchester in a matter of 2 hours, and the added option of using the overnight sleeper service makes a trip to Aberdeen by rail or road a pleasurable experience to look forward to. One of Aberdeen's most popular tourist attractions is the Aberdeen Art Gallery, housing a range of paintings from the 19th, 20th and 21st centuries and other works. This also ties in with the famous Maritime Museum, which can be found in Ship Row, behind Union Street and within the view of Aberdeen's busy working harbour. The Maritime Harbour tells the story of Aberdeen's strong connection with the sea, the harbour's shipbuilding history in the 17th century to the oil and gas industry. Aberdeen is also rich in the provision of leisure and sporting facilities. There are a variety of fairways in Aberdeen and about 25 link courses. Renowned golfers now make holiday golfing on many of the pay and play courses a way of life. Of course, Aberdeen is also a football city. The Scottish Premier League with Aberdeen Football Club is a major attraction for lovers of soccer. Aberdeen also plays host to the International Football Festival, an event that attracts hundreds of youth players from around the world annually for a week of exciting competition. Our crew ran into members of the Aberdeen Football Club at the Peterborough Stadium minutes after their training session. We even had a small shot with the Nigerian international Sunday Aluko, who plies his trade with Aberdeen Club. Here we serve you footages of the exterior of the famous Aberdeen Football Club Stadium, with the well-ordered and programmed setting which commends itself to a detailed study and perhaps replication in these parts. The sparkling main bowl of the Aberdeen Football Club Stadium takes one's breath away. The Cathedral Church of St. Marcar of Old Aberdeen serves as a parish church of Old Aberdeen, where worship is richly musical and liturgical and strongly ecumenical in outlook. The ancient site of worship at Old Aberdeen was, according to a legend, founded in 580 AD by Marcar, a companion of Saint Columbia of Iona. It became a cathedral church in 1131. The present building dates from circa 1350 to 1520. Much of the beauty and character of the cathedral is due to a number of building bishops, amongst who was Bishop Kinemund, who built the fortified West Towers and began the present name. The Scottish Reformation of 1560 led the east end of the cathedral to be abandoned, along with much of ecclesiastical property in the Channery. The bishop's palace was razed, and in 1688 the central tower collapsed. It is important to state that points of interest in the cathedral include a stove Pictish incised cross, which is an indefinite loan from the University of Aberdeen. There is also a batik baptismal banner by Thetis Blacker and a silk communion tablecloth by Stephanie Tristrassen, and a pall of 8 bells installed in 1987. Several notable figures are buried within the graveyard, including Robert Brow, RSA, Aberdeen, artists, Gavin Dunbar, Bishop of Aberdeen and Chancellor of Scotland, and Robert Lone, missionary and surgeon to Malawi, and Thomas Glover, a Scottish samurai, regarded as one of the founders of modern industrial Japan. The Church of Scotland seeks to share with all friends and stranger fellow Christians, those of other faiths or more, the love of God for all and to build a just and peaceable community. After having taken you on an extensive historical excursion around the exciting places, moments and sights in Aberdeen, the Granite City, and the most fascinating city in Scotland, and as we coast to the homeward stretch of this story, let's dwell on the main reason why the Bisi Olatile show visited Aberdeen, which was to be part of the University of Aberdeen's the King's College graduation ceremony of one of the world's leading citadels of tertiary education, ranked among the best universities in the world. University of Aberdeen has, in its over 500 years of existence, churned out distinguished men and women who today are success stories in their various endeavors in different stratas and climes across the world. The Bisi Olatile show crew was indeed proud to have been counted among the very special class of people from across the globe that was present at the graduation of the University of Aberdeen this year. The scene at the University of Aberdeen grounds was that of great excitement and joy as the graduates, parents, friends, relations and loved ones gathered to rejoice with their loved ones who have climbed the ladder of academic success to graduate in different disciplines. We captured the excitement and good feelings in the air, and indeed the very captivating ambience of the magnificent hall used for the graduation ceremony. The pre-graduation ceremonies were very orderly and most perfectly organized, as guests clustered in groups to share the good tidings amongst one another. Photographs were taken as souvenirs of the momentous occasion. These formalizations preceded the commencement of the graduation ceremonies. The audience was called to order by a young man who dressed in an unmistakable Scottish outfit, known as kilt, as he blew the famous Scottish pipe to usher in the guests into the hall ahead of the graduates. Once all the guests had taken their seats, it was now the turn of the graduating students, who exuded great joy and excitement as they walked in gingerly and briskly in their graduation gowns, to the admiration of the guests who cheered them as they walked along. The procession of the Vice Chancellor of the University and other senior officials of the University of Aberdeen was solemn and precious. Before the graduates were called in to receive their degrees in various disciplines, some lecturers who displayed outstanding performances in their work were especially rewarded to the admiration of the students and audience in general. There was also a very eloquent delivery of some very important points that should be borne in mind by all those who wish to be part of the University of Aberdeen in any way. All the great stories achieved by the university over the years were brilliantly signposted. It was indeed a very proud moment for Nigerians who shone excellently among graduates from different countries that made the honors lists of the prestigious University of Aberdeen this year. Among them was Lara Adekeye, the daughter of Vice Admiral Ganiyo Adekeye, the immediate past Chief of Naval Staff. Lara, who is the first daughter of Vice Admiral Adekeye, was supported on this very special day by her parents, brothers and sisters, as well as relatives, and those who traveled all the way to be part of the great event. Let's savor the beauty and splendor of the University of Aberdeen graduation for this year as we take some performances. At the end of the very memorable events, as the guests made their way out of the hall and congratulate their awards, some graduates settled down to a photo and video session with friends and loved ones. Of course, the star of the moment was Lara Adekeye, who had her master's degree in oil and gas, having studied engineering as a first degree. We asked the graduates how they feel about their feats and their experience studying in Aberdeen.
We had long hours of studying, but through it all, I came out at the end so far. First one, that's my BNG, was actually University of Ilorin, Kwara State. I actually did safety engineering in this school, also I have a PG diploma in that. Then my third one is actually MSc. The next thing, I want to work in Nigeria so far because we have a lot of issues with the oil and gas industry, and I'm hoping to contribute mine into the system.
When you compare Nigeria and the UK, one very good thing going for the UK is the practicality they bring to their study. While you're in Nigeria, most of what you do is theoretical. Here in the UK, you have the opportunity of working with the industry. For instance, my dissertation was with a company. I provided real tailor-made solution to the company, and that enhanced my understanding of what we did in the classroom when you match that with what you have to deal with in the industry. I'm looking at going back to Nigeria and really developing or giving my own beats in terms of development into Nigeria. Right now, in terms of safety engineering practice in Nigeria, it's not really, it's not what it should be. And I'm looking at being among the forefront of people to really launch safety as it should be, based on the experience I've gotten in the UK here. Offshore Europe takes place in Aberdeen every year. So basically, the North Sea, which is one of the most challenging oil and gas environments in the world, because of the peculiarities of that environment, things like turbulence and all those issues that take place offshore are some of the challenges which you brave in the North Sea. And being trained by experts from the North Sea, people who have been there, people who know how the situations are, and people who can exactly tell you how to overcome those challenges and issues, makes you come out really very proud, and ready to face the challenges of the world.
We leave the final words to the proud parents of one of the graduates at the University of Aberdeen graduating for this year, Nigeria's immediate past Chief of Naval Staff, retired Vice Admiral Ganiu Adekeye, and his wife Hajia Fatima Adekeye.
I feel very great and gratified that the girl has come out with success in this degree course. She's a very fiercely independent person.
I'm very happy. I'm overwhelmed with joy. As a mother, I think I've done part of my responsibility towards her, giving her education, which is the best thing a mother or parent can give to the children. So I'm really very happy for her, and I wish her all the best. Good work.
She has stood her ground. The mom was telling me, yes, you are pressuring her, you are supporting her. Don't you know she's like you?
I wish her all the best in the world. Beyond what I wish myself.
Hearty congratulations to all the 2009 graduates of the prestigious Aberdeen University King's College and their parents for the successful completion of their studies.
Somebody